Now let us continue with the lesson, The Alchemy of Nature. Now, if you remember in the lesson, The Alchemy of Nature, each element of nature is trying to teach us something, and the writer has listed down those values for us. Now, let us start with reading. We saw an army of ants lugging. Now, what do you mean by lugging? Lugging means carrying a fly which was at least 10 times the ant size. The ants organized themselves around the fly, lifted it on frail feelers. That frail means weak, feelers are the legs, or you can also say the antennas that they have on their head. Carried it to quite a distance. Their teamwork and perseverance, which means a continuous and lasting determination, their willpower, were impressive. What if we too are consistent, organized, and focused? Now, when we talk about the ants and the way they work, we get to learn that even though their size, they are very small, but they can carry a fly that is much heavier than their body weight. Now, how could they do that? They could do it because of teamwork and perseverance. Now, imagine the way they organized themselves around the fly and lifted it. So, there was unity, there was teamwork over here. So, we get to learn from the ants hard work, perseverance, and about teamwork. Now, as we continue, here the line says, a rainbow colors the entire sky. Spider webs are delicate yet very strong. Now, when we talk about a rainbow colors the entire sky, if you know how a rainbow is formed, a tiny droplet in the air and sunlight passes through it, and then we get our 7 colors. So, similarly, if you do something very small for someone, something very insignificant, but it really brings a smile or adds joy to somebody else's life, that means you have created a rainbow for somebody else. Now, in the next line, spider webs are delicate yet strong. That means something might appear to be delicate but be very strong from within. So, a person might feel that, oh, this is not something that I can do. I'm very weak. I cannot handle this. But maybe somewhere deep down, you do have the strength to face a particular problem. Now, the next few lines. Oysters take in a grain of sand and open up with a pearl. Now, when a grain of sand enters the oyster, it irritates the oyster. So, what does the oyster do? Oyster क्या करता है? वो अपने आप को बंद कर देता है. It shuts itself down. And then the grain of sand inside the oyster changes or transforms into a pearl. So, similarly, if you have weaknesses, if you have some things that you need to work on, what do you do about those weaknesses? Do you just let them be? कि हाँ ठीक है ये मेरा वीकनेस है हमेशा के लिए ये रहेगा तो चलेगा. आई हैव ऑलवेज बीन लेजी. आई हैव ऑलवेज बीन tired when I wake up early in the morning. I have always been bad at a particular subject. Now, what are you going to do with your weakness? Are you going to be okay with it, or are you going to transform it into your strength? So we get to learn from the oyster to change our weaknesses into our strength. Now, as we continue with the next point, innumerable stars shine across the infinite sky. Now, innumerable means many, countless, myriad. So many stars out there shining across the infinite sky. So we learn that knowledge is unlimited. You can never say that you know everything that is there to know about any particular topic, right? You can never say, I am the most intelligent person, I know everything that is there in the world. It's not possible because knowledge is unlimited. What we know is just a drop. What we know is just a tiny, tiny granule. And there are a lot of things that we are yet to learn. मतलब हमें जो पता है वो बहुत कम है when compared to the knowledge that exists in the world. Now in the next line, clouds take new shape with every passing moment. Now if you notice the clouds in the sky, they keep on changing their form, right? With every moment they appear different. Sometimes they look like candy floss in the sky, they could look like a heart in the sky. Now what does that indicate? It indicates that one thing is constant in life, and that is change. We will always experience change in life. When you were very young, you thought very differently. Now, as you're a teenager, you think very differently. A couple of years later, when you will be a young adult, you'll think differently. Later on, you will be in your 30s, 40s, you'll be a man or a woman. You'll think differently. So you are constantly changing. The next. The wind makes the trees dance with unhindered passion. That means unrestricted passion. So if the wind is blowing from one direction, the leaves will also blow in that way. If the wind comes from the other side, then the leaves will blow in the other side. So what does this show? It teaches us to go with the flow, to trust the process of life. So no matter where life takes you, instead of complaining, cribbing about it, getting angry about the things that are happening, we should learn to go with the flow. Because every situation in life is trying to teach us something, some value, and we need to trust this process. Now, as we move to the next point where the writer talks about water. Water, without a hint of ego, changes its form according to the dictates, that means the control, of the sun and the wind. Now, what do we learn from water? Without a hint of ego. That means we should have no ego. When we look at water, the way it changes according to the sun and the wind. Now, imagine if water doesn't honor or listen to the sun and the wind. Kya hoga fir? But water is not like that, right? It's an element of nature that just agrees to everything around it. So it has no ego. Similarly, in our life, if we don't have ego, now what is ego? It basically giving yourself a lot of priority, where you feel you're always right and you're always supposed to be on top. This is what you feel when you are an egoistic person. But water teaches us to not have ego in life. Now, as we go to the conclusion, now lastly, Raksha Baradia tells us, when we see a caterpillar turn into a butterfly, a flower turn into a fruit, we experience the alchemy of nature. We touch it and become gold ourselves. Now over here, the poet uses the word alchemy at the very end, which is of course the title, which meant the mysterious and magical power of nature, right? So alchemy here means a transformative power, a transformative magic. So when we see a caterpillar turn into a butterfly, a flower turning into a fruit. Now flower is very beautiful, right? But when you're hungry, you need a fruit. Caterpillar, yeah, it's fine, it's okay, it looks like an insect. But then a butterfly is very, very, very beautiful. So that's how nature is. It keeps on changing, it keeps on transformative. Now simply, if we understand the process of life by looking at nature, we'll get to learn a lot from the elements of nature. Now over here, Raksha Baradia tells us in the last line, we touch it. That means if we learn from the values that nature is trying to teach us, and we imbibe those values into our life, agar humne wo values seekh liye, we become gold ourselves. Now, does it literally mean that we'll become gold? No. It means that we'll become noble or good human beings if we learn those values and we trust the process of life and we believe that jo hota hai wo achhe ke liye hota hai. Now, as we come to the end, if you remember, there is a lot of symbolism in this lesson. The hibiscus flower, if you remember, teaches us to live life to the fullest. The water at the rocky beach, that even if problems are large, colossal, we must persist. Grass peeping from a concrete pavement. इससे हमें क्या सीखने मिला था? That even though something looks or appears to be impossible, there is always something possible for us to achieve. Okay, now the 3 pair of leaves teaches us that every season of our life is temporary. That good times and bad times, they come and they go. Army of ants, they taught us about consistency, perseverance, teamwork. The spider webs taught us that never to underestimate strength or small efforts. The rainbow taught us that even a small act, a small deed can bring positivity to the world. Oysters, they taught us that we need to transform, work very silently, patiently to change our weaknesses into our strength. The innumerable stars taught us that knowledge is unlimited. There's no limit to knowledge. The clouds, they taught us that one thing constant in life is change. Wind that makes the trees dance, they taught us to go with the flow. The water, lastly, it taught us to let go of our ego. Now you can note this down and you can definitely go back to these symbolisms when you're learning this lesson or when you're reading this lesson, and it will really help you before your exams. Thank you so much for listening. If you have a doubt, then please type it in the comment section. Bye-bye. Keep smiling.